And the time right now, 12:12 on your Friday afternoon, this First Alert Weather Day for some strong to locally severe thunderstorms that we could see not only just over the next couple of hours, but through this evening. We'll talk about who runs that best risk in just a minute. But right now, check out Middletown. You see a lot of haze out there. There are a few clouds, but we're going to see scenes later. This camera is facing off towards the north, and it's going to get pretty dark out there with some of those clouds that we're going to see. Some lightning, some thunder, heavy rain, the primary threat, as well as a possibility of some small hail. Along the shoreline, you're actually least likely to see any severe weather here. So anybody looking to take their boat out maybe later on this evening, keep an eye to the northern sky. But along the shoreline and the sound, things look rather okay. First Alert Live radar scans the state completely dry. This changes over the next hour or two and stays quite busy through the evening hours. Now, temperatures, they're pretty warm out there. Once again, looking at those low to mid 80s. They don't climb that much, though. We're basically at our peak, maybe adding on another 2 or 3 degrees, but the dew points, it's certainly muggy out there once again to downright humid for parts of Torrington and northern New Haven County. Everybody else well up into the 60s. Now, this is the energy, this is the fuel that the storms we get later on will be feeding off of. And check it out, as much as we might not be 90 today, we're close to it in terms of a feels like temperature. Meriden right now feeling like 88, Waterbury feeling like 87, even along the shoreline. New Haven feels like 86 degrees out there. Wind speeds, it's a warm breeze right out of the south, anywhere from 5 to about 15 miles per hour. Our dew point trend stays elevated today through tomorrow, a little break by Sunday, and then it comes right back for next week as our rain chances increase by then as well. But our First Alert Weather Day for today, the inland storm threat is the biggest deal. Once again, heavy rain, some small hail, gusty winds, lightning, any outdoor activities you might have later on this evening. Just keep that First Alert Weather app nearby and just keep an eye to the northern sky. Once that gets dark, you're going to want to head indoors. Now, notice your eye goes right towards the west. This is where some of the storms are right now. But over the next hour to 2 hours, some storms will start to fire up right here in Connecticut and just off towards the west. And those are the ones that we'll be keeping an eye on for some of that severe weather. The culprit is a stationary boundary. If this was a cold front and it came right through Connecticut, we'd have that severe weather threat all the way to the shoreline. But it comes a little bit closer and then it backs off. So that keeps us unsettled even into part of the weekend. Temperatures across the northeast, warmest right along the I-95 corridor. Let's take you through First Alert Futurecast. Around 1, 2 o'clock, some of these storms start to fire up right here in Connecticut. The biggest threat is just off towards the north, but here locally, we will be seeing some strong to severe thunderstorms. Some of the latest data even want to bring this into northern New Haven County, so Waterbury, over through Southington, Kensington, Berlin, Rocky Hill, and points to the north. You run the risk for some of these strong thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. The best timing is, say, 2 p.m. through about 8 p.m. Beyond that, things are quieter. And then tomorrow morning, waking up to a few showers. Could have a rumble of thunder tomorrow as well later on in the evening. Saturday, generally a bit unsettled. Today, the severe weather threat, best chance to the north. The National Weather Service is talking about putting out a severe watch right now. That's possible. We'll be the first to alert you if that severe thunderstorm watch does get issued and includes parts of Connecticut. There's a flood watch off towards the north, some very heavy rain. Best chance of that would be to the north of Connecticut, but here locally could see some poor drainage, flooding, and ponding on the roadways later on this evening. Forecast highs today, we're basically there, just waiting for the storms to fire up tonight. Looking at those 60s, it's still muggy and quite humid once again. Your First Alert 7-day forecast, showers and maybe a storm tomorrow. Sunday, once again, still the better of the 2 weekend days. Monday, maybe some showers at night, better chance comes in on Tuesday, 80 for Wednesday. And Nicole, another warm-up expected by the end of next week.